Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, we've got Lily today. I'm not sure what's up with her. Are you staying for the reading? She just keeps looking at me with these little longing eyes. What are you missing? Okay, well we're going to do a reading and she's staying apparently. Oh, she's so light compared to Jasper. Okay, so you're here for the reading today. We're going to use the Rider-Waite, the Channel of Love cards and my random cards as well. Oh, I've got a bit of a headache, but it's not a headache. It's just kind of like lying dormant in the back of my head. So it feels a little heavy, but I wouldn't really call it a headache. She's too cute. Too cute. Okay, should we have a look at the Rider-Waite cards? Let's just see what story it wants to throw out at us. You gonna lay down? Okay. I was going to say it's Tuesday, but it's not, is it? It's Thursday. Thursday, the 9th of July. Okay. Oh, we've clenched up. That's what I feel. The cards have got heavy all of a sudden. Okay, so we've got two nice light cards here. Let's put them over there. Okay, how many stories are we bringing out? Two, I believe. This one is more tension. More tension in the air. Why? Love. Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. And I don't know if I'm being foolish. Wow. Whew, got that off our chest. Love. We're trying to block it out still. So that's that tension. Love. That's one side of the story. Now, that Page of Cups is like looking over this side. And the block. Who's he blocking out this side then? Because there's no cards. There's a mobile phone. So it's kind of blocking out communication. Okay, we need to have a little look a bit more into this side. So we have someone who's very much in love. It's a bit of a headache, causing them a bit of tension. And they're blocking out the Four of Pentacles. Or they're standing strong against the Four of Pentacles. That really is about not making any changes. So kind of interesting, because instead of singing This Love is Unbreakable, I was singing This Love is Unbudgeable. It's unbudgeable. Unbudgeable. Okay. It's a good title. Divine Masculine. This love is unbudgeable. Unbearable. Unbreakable. Unbudgeable. Okay. Bit shaky. Now, I don't know if what way that's swinging. Whether that's swinging in a good direction, as in nothing's going to budge this love that the masculine feels here, because it's a masculine. But why is he gritting his teeth? He's like taking a step over to that side. And he's like, he's got his walls up, his guards up. He's protecting this love then. Divine Masculine, you're protecting this love. It's either you're protecting or rejecting. Oh, right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. I will work on this side in a moment, but first I want to see what's going on here. Okay, so it's a surrender card. I feel as if you're protecting the love. This is you. You've put your foot down. Boom. You've got your foot down towards love. You're facing that direction, which is that way towards these two cards. In the other direction, you can still see your foot's pointed towards love, but you've stepped over. What have you stepped over? You stepped over the line to protect this love. Okay. Have you got nasty? The Four of Pentacles is about doing the same old thing, holding on to your money, not allowing change to happen. And it's like, you need to just spin that coin, that wheel. It's like one turn from you. One turn from you. Okay. Channel of Love cards. It's like, where do we go from here then? What do you want me to... So, I feel as if you're on the brink of protecting this love connection that you have. And you're trying to hold back. So you're very guarded. You're trying to hold back. What is it you're going to say if, like, you're let loose? If you release your grip, it's like you're going to have your turn. You need to turn that to get things like rolling. It's something about once you say this, there's no going back. So you could be holding your tongue, gritting your teeth. That Four of Pentacles, about building firm foundations, okay? It can mean not being able to let go of the past. It's like being a bit greedy with your money. Okay. But I feel as if you're not like the others. So it feels very much as if the suit that you're following is not the right suit for you. Okay. Or the suit you're wearing is not the right suit for you. Don't know. Look at you, you're all colourful here. Oh. Okay. If you're in the energy of a page, so that's this love, and you want to be in the energy of a king, don't you really? Now this is a king here. He's got a crown on. One turn and you become king. Do you want to give me a card? Mrs. Do as you're told. Now, this isn't a very good energy. It's not the Divine Feminine today coming through. This is someone who's trying to dictate to the Divine Masculine his life, his kingdomship, his membership to the kingdom. And I feel as if he's kind of saying, there's just something that you could say, Divine Masculine, that just gets you out of all of this, and you can really, Mrs. Do as you're told, and it's kind of like, you've been gritting your teeth against this person. They just boss you around and tell you what to do. So you're standing up for this love now, and I don't feel it's with this person who's ordering you around. I feel like they are maybe in charge of your kingdom, and you haven't been allowed to be like a king. Okay, it's the Queen of Swords. She's abrupt, she's blunt. Mrs. Do as you're told. So you feel like you're being ordered around, like a page. Sex on legs. So, Page of Wands with the Page of Cups. There's a very nice, vibrant energy here coming from you, Divine Masculine. What is this Seven of Wands, though? Because I kind of clarified this card first. That's what's going on there, the other side of the wall. And I feel like the masculine's found himself this lovely little island that he can kind of escape to, where he can feel his love and his passion. So he's definitely blocking out this other person who's trying to be firm with him regarding his foundations. So they're trying to dictate how he should lead his life. And also future plans. Okay, so let's have a look at this Seven of Wands, because the Divine Masculine, you're blocking out something here. And it looks like it's this Queen of Swords. Clean slate. Why is it in reverse? Well, it's the Fool card. This person could make you feel a bit of a fool, and that's why you really got to block them out, because they're going to crush all your dreams and desires and any chance of love, sex, romance, or ever having a clean slate. So you're actually protecting a clean slate. Now, it kind of come out reversed. Yeah, flipped over. You're going to flip. I feel like you want to take back time. So the clean slate felt like it was reversed. Okay, so what could be reversed here is actually this spiel that this Mrs. Do as you are told. Okay, if you're being like, we can say slandered if you want. You have to be really careful of when people judge you, to listen to their words. For one, don't take it personally. Okay, because that's what lies within them, and that's what's coming out. So it's a reflection of them. Where was I going with this? Oh, being reversed. So have a look at the words that they're actually saying to you. They're actually talking about themselves. So every time that someone says to you, and this goes for you too. Okay, so every time someone says to you, you should have done this, or you done this, to change that word to I. It's a reflection, a projection of what's going on inside of them. So I felt as if the clean slate, I feel really much as if this Mrs. Do as you're told. It's like everything that she's advising you to do, Divine Masculine, it's like she really needs to take that advice herself. Is that something you're going to tell her? I've tried that, like just kind of saying, you know, it doesn't work in the moment. They don't get what you're saying. So it's hard to say to someone, you're just really projecting all of your fears onto me. They're going to think you're crazy because they just don't understand mirroring. And I want to say, like, past wounding and how that can show itself. And it's normally when you put under pressure. Push a few little buttons and see how someone ticks. What's really inside. So that's why you're kind of gritting your teeth. Whatever you say to this person here, it's going to, like, put it all back onto them. And that's tough when you're blaming someone else and then you have to go and do a kind of little a check-up from the neck up to see who you're actually talking about. It's hard to accept. And you don't really want to hurt. No one really wants to hurt anyone. But when someone is really projecting their own fears onto you constantly and making out that it's you, when really it's them, at some point you do kind of want to say something. Okay, so that's what I've got from that. There's a clean slate here. And I feel that you, Divine Masculine, want that clean slate, like a go again. I don't feel with this person. You're looking in the opposite direction, but you still have to deal with this person. Okay, because they're interfering with your clean page. Clean? I don't know. We've got the page of cups. He's in love, and the page of wands, and it says sex on legs. So this is encouragement. He doesn't want someone who's going to tell him what to do. He wants someone who's going to encourage him. Now, I do feel as if that's kind of like the Divine Feminine, but I feel the Queen of Swords is stepping into this energy, like she's just encouraging you to leave, really. So it's like it's kind of getting worse. You're just going to blurt something out. It's just a matter of time. This is encouragement. Right, let's get some random cards, see what's going on. Let's see who wants to come out of here. Okay. This new page, a clean slate, a clean page, Divine Masculine, for love, romance and sex. Okay, you really want to protect this. You want a fresh beginning. You don't like feeling like a fool. And I feel this other person's making you feel like a fool. Like it's all you're doing. Okay, so have a listen to them words that they're projecting onto you. You're sending out an SOS. It's like, save my soul. Save our souls from this Mrs. Do As You're Told. So there's an SOS here going out. Like a little plead. Could be a little please. Just like kind of leave it. It's not nice being attacked. Okay. And they don't realise the actual damage that can put upon another person. Hence why sometimes we need to stand up to these people, because people don't. I mean, you're going to get targeted, of course you are, because no one dares to stand up to these people. So you have to be prepared for the comeback. You've got kids. So not only do you want to protect yourself, this is save our souls, you're not really liking how this person is like around your children either. Okay, so we've got double trouble now. Do you say anything? Well, not only does this damage, has the potential to damage you, Divine Masculine, it most definitely has the potential to put upon your children unnecessary pain and conflict that they don't need to go through right now. You might not think, well, what's going to be more damaging to them in the future? It's hard, especially when you are a parent, to be responsible and do what the right thing is for your children. And a lot of people think the right thing for the children is to not break up a marriage or not to separate the parents. Well, depends what the parenting's like. And it's never too late to do that. The children are getting contrast. So the kids will be looking at both sides. Okay, they are observing. They're very clever. They're very aware. And they're going to see the contrast. So later on, they are going to adopt which way felt better for them. You won't see that until later. It's going to be tough when you're going through it, but kids grow up. They mature. They understand when they go through their own lessons. Okay. So I want to say who's actually being really mature here in this situation. You've got best friend and greed. So the greed has come up with... Oh, you've just chucked that on the floor. Let's leave it there. Mrs. Do As You're Told. I feel like she's kind of acting as if she's your best friend. But there's a greed here. That's hard. Because she may need you, but do you need her? You've got a clean slate here with the kids. And it really does feel as if you're trying to protect. Mrs. Do As You're Told, best friend, 4 of Pentacles. She could be trying to manipulate the children. Like trying to get them onto her side. Whatever manipulation, or whoever this Queen of Swords is telling what to do, really. Telling them what to do, how to behave, how to act. I don't know where I was going with that. Let it play out. They won't get too far with it. And that's why it's best maybe just to drop your guard. Just allow it to... There's definitely something that you're going to do that's going to set everything in motion. And you know there's no going back. But you're trying to save some children here. You want a clean slate with your kids. So I feel like you raising your children the way that you want to raise them is not an issue. That you're very capable. The thing that's holding you back is your best friend, who sounds like it's their mum. And she's so used to being in charge and telling everyone what to do, and now you're like, well, actually, I kind of want to save me, my children, and I don't really like the way that you talk to us. It's damaging. Should we have a look at this other side? Let's do it. I'm just going to look what the bottom of the random deck is, yeah. You might have been working behind the scene here because you've got relocation with, you're trying to fix this. So you've been working hard to relocate. It's definitely a clean slate here. This feels like this could be what it looks like, your life on its own, Divine Masculine. I feel this Queen of Swords, in the end, she's just encouraging you to leave. She might actually say that, well, leave then. But if you have children, there's a strong chance that she'll say, but you're not taking the kids and you're not going to get to see the kids. That's something that's very much out there when partners split up. Is that, well, you can leave, but don't come back. You're not seeing the kids and this, that, and the other. And it's just all bullshit, really. They haven't got a leg to stand on. That's just like their maliciousness coming out and their nastiness. So you let that dust settle. No one's going to stop you from seeing your children. I tell you, when the aggro happens is that when you're told you're not going to see your children, that no way, don't come near us, people kick off and go round and there'll be banging and there'll be arguments in the street and it's all just a bit of a spectacle, when actually you could just say, well, okay, we'll play it that way then. Let's see how far you get. Come away, have a breather, and you see what happens, because it will all turn out in your favour. It depends whether or not you get involved and you try and deliver your own karma. Take matters into your own hands. It's like, you are your new clean slate. So that's not going to involve aggressiveness and manipulation, is it? So don't take part in it. Let this person do what? Get your head down. Start working on your plans then of relocating. Getting your children out of there, setting up home. Regardless of whether the children have said that whether or not they're allowed to come or not, there will be an age they are going to get to decide. This person can't have control over them forever. You might feel like you're missing out, and you're not really. Everything will work out. The one that will have the better relationship with the children when they're older, most people worry about their childhood years up until what, they're 18. Does no one ever consider the relationship after they're 18 with their children? I find that's the longest and most important. And if you're honest with your children, which is the best policy, moving forward, it will all be rosy days for you with your children. But not whilst you're here being bossed around and your children are watching that. So you're either teaching, if you have a daughter, it's okay to boss men around and how to speak to men. And if you have a son, and you're really saying, well, it's okay, women are going to dominate you and you just do what you're told. Hand your life over when you get married. No getting out of it. So, Eight of Pentacles. You're working towards, actually, you want to be with your divine feminine. It's even tougher now. Triple trouble on the table. Union. You need to find union within yourself first, and then you're going to be able to be strong enough to relocate and go through with this. Okay. Wow. Let me have a look and see what card wants to come out of the Channel of Love cards. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're working towards. I said that the Page of Cups was looking that way. That's union of a masculine and feminine, sharing this unconditional love with each other, within the family, within the community, within the home. And that's what you're working towards, Divine Masculine. Okay. Yeah, this person just gets your back up. I can feel that. Well, hopefully, if you haven't said anything as of yet, then this reading might make it a bit more clearer on the approach that you might consider taking. You're going to have trust here, okay? You want a clean slate, so you're going to have to show some faith. This is encouragement, so Divine Feminine, or the channel of love is encouraging you to do the right thing. You've got hidden secrets, the moon energy. It's not nice, is it, carrying these secrets around? Feel a bit fake, don't you? It's all a bit unauthentic. We've chucked greed to the floor, haven't we? You're living the Tao, so you're very quiet, hermit. Keeping yourself to yourself, a lot going on in your mind, lots hidden within. It might be best not to tell people your actual plans. Then they can't get in the way of them, can they? And try and sabotage them. Let's get one more. Yeah, you're a secret agent. You'll get out of that soon on your clean slate. You won't be wanting to be so secretive and have all these secrets that are hidden. You want true love. Two of Cups. Okay, so some things really need to come out in the open, don't they? What's underneath? Mrs. Mistake. It's the Divine Feminine. I feel like you have so many secrets hidden from this Mrs. Do as you're told. It's like, but you can't hide anything from your Divine Feminine. She sees right through you. She knows when something's wrong, when something's amiss. And is that why you've gone a bit quiet? But you are working on this connection, or coming towards this connection. Okay. So I feel like you might keep a lot of secrets from this feminine over here who's like kind of in charge. And when it comes to your Divine Feminine, it's like you can't hide anything from her. You don't want to either. That's a real good foundation. Especially if you're getting into a new connection, okay? Start as you mean to go on. Love, sex, romance, honesty, respect, etc. Let's have a look at the random cards. Envy. So again, we have this feminine over here who's classed as a best friend. The life that you're desiring to live, Divine Masculine, you cannot obtain or achieve over this side. And this is going to make this one really envious. She might learn by example. You do want the mother of your children to be happy and stable. And if they're not happy and stable with you, then they deserve that opportunity to go and find that stability themselves. Another reason why it's kind of the best thing to do all round. And then in the future, this mother here will be able to actually, feels very much like she needs to be with someone who's like stronger than her, who can put her in her place. It's a bit like the energy with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. It's like no one can really tell them what to do apart from each other. And you know when someone's met their kind of match, okay? Because they act completely different. It's like that person can't be told what to do. They're as stubborn as anything. And it's like, but that person tells them, and it's like, oh yeah, they're like a bae. It's not that you want to, I don't want to say impress, but you respect each other. It's like you kind of put each other up there on that pedestal. So this lady deserves the opportunity as well to find, you know, someone that she does, or that she doesn't feel the need to boss around all the time. So, especially being a feminine, we really need someone that kind of keeps us in line. And it feels like Divine Masculine, you can't do that with this one. And there's children involved as well. So, envy. She might not be happy. Like I said, maybe you're not going to be able to tell her all your plans, but if you've got children, and if they are with you, then they're going to tell your plans, aren't they? It's not fair for them to keep anything secret. You should never ask for a child to keep anything secret, ever. And if a secret comes out and it's a child that's told it, don't ever call that child a liar. That does damage later on. If you've been busted and a child speaks up about it, you're going to have to admit it. That really goes for anyone. If someone speaks up and they're telling the truth and you deny it as being the truth, you've just caused a lot of conflict on that other person to live with because they were told that they were lying, or that's not nice. That's why it's best just to be honest. Start as you mean to go on. We've got a 69 here, have we? I feel that's a yin-yang. Coming together. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy. And there's conflict. So even though I feel Divine Masculine, you have been planning, but you're hiding so much. That's conflict. Okay. So there's definitely conflict about the secret agent here coming forward to the Divine Feminine in the physical. Because you're too busy gritting your teeth at this other one. Book. This could be Facebook. Something to do with Facebook. Okay. You could look in a book, but seeing as there's like 2 eyes, it's just taken me to Facebook. Someone's looking. Okay. I can get why maybe you don't want the Divine Feminine. If you're trying to separate, like say a marriage, you don't want to bring the Divine Feminine in because she might be named as part of the reason for a divorce. I don't feel that's really the case. Like, I feel the Divine Masculine's in love with the Divine Feminine, but he hasn't been near the Divine Feminine. But that doesn't mean in the past he hadn't been near the Divine Feminine. But it's like, that's not the reason why I'm leaving. It's a contributing fact. It's a contributing fact. It's not one of the things that is a fact. Is that this has drawn the Divine Masculine away from where he was. That is true. But that's not why. The reason you want to get out is because you want to save your soul and your children's soul from this Mrs. Do As You're Told. And that's why I feel maybe you're a bit apprehensive about announcing the Divine Feminine. That's why you're keeping her hidden. So when it comes to looking in the book, I could see like reasons for divorce. What is going to be the reason that you're going to state why you're getting a divorce? I don't know how it works. I didn't need to get a divorce. So it's like, and it's something I'm never hoping to like have to do, is to divorce. So you get what I mean, infidelity, or whether it's abuse. Actually, there is an abusive mother here who's not stable. Book. Oh, we saw this. True love. Nothing will get in the way of true love. We're going to get some angel prayers. Greed. That greed is still on the floor. Let's see what the Oracle guidance is. Trust your vibes. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. It's a headache. It's dormant in the back. I can feel it. I trust my vibes. Do you trust your vibes? I feel also picking up on this projection that this feminine's doing towards you. Okay, so the angels are here to inform you that whatever you have been feeling recently is absolutely correct. Fact. Your intuition is on point, and the angels are here to congratulate you on trusting your vibes. Feeling is one thing, but trusting is another. When you wholeheartedly trust in your intuition and the feelings you have been given, you come into alignment with who you are and the angelic guidance which surrounds you. Today is the day you must trust what your intuition is telling you, but also trust your guidance on what you should do with this intuition. Ensure it is for everyone's highest good, and that includes yourself. Don't forget that. Okay, your highest good. Expanded interpretation. Your psychic and intuitive abilities are developing more and more every day. The angels are here to encourage you to go with whatever you feel your soul has been trying to tell you. Rich intuitive and psychic knowledge is downloading into your core, and the angels are encouraging you to follow this guidance. As you take this step, it may bring up some fears or concerns, but you are encouraged. I love that, Mrs. Encouragement. But you are encouraged to trust in the angels who are on this journey with you. When you take the first step, the next step will be presented to you. Trust your vibes. There's so much about gritting your teeth here, wanting to hold back, and it just feels like it's imminent. Trust your vibes. Let's get an oracle from the fairies. Can we not just tidy up as we go along? That's what kind of I was hearing. It's like, so it's very much about this one needs to do what she's telling others to do. Okay, yeah, delegator there. That's to delegate all blame, responsibility. Let's see what the fairies want to say. So I feel with that greed being on the floor, it's like you've thrown that. It's just like you're just greedy, and I don't feel that you care anymore. You could be throwing the book at them, but it's to do with greed. Right, you've got time for a celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. I always do that noise when I get excited. It's like, you know when I'm excited because I go like that. I don't mean to do it. Been working on it. Gives the game away, doesn't it? I'm excited. Celebration. Looks like the Two of Cups here actually coming together. It's like nothing's gonna stop us now. I wonder what your first slow dance song will be. Oh, how beautiful. I know you guys are like waiting for that day. It just means so much, that first dance. I felt like it was the allowing, so when you're allowed to actually get close, up close and personal. And there's nothing blocking you, no guilt, no shame. You can just allow this true love to be. I've got all goosebumps. Let love be. An invitation to a special occasion could be on the way. So it's time to put on your dancing shoes, or be ready to kick off your shoes and dance in bare feet in nature. Have you been working too hard recently? Someone's had you working very hard. Okay. Perhaps you've just forgotten what it's like to have fun. Well, I don't feel you've forgotten. You want the fun, you haven't forgotten. You're recalling it. Love, sex, clean slate. All hidden within. It's so easy to get wrapped up in work and in the more mechanical and mundane activities of daily life, which means we often forget to prioritise essential fun time. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate. Whether you go out or stay in, perhaps you can invite some good friends round and host your own fairy theme party. Bet the kids would love that. Maybe this one doesn't have fun. Oh, I felt like it was like one of those mums where it's just like, have you done your homework? Do your homework. It's all focused on like schoolwork, education, like grades, rather than, that's a bit degrading. I feel that this one can be a bit degrading towards the children, not good. I wanted to say, like, they're your kids for God's sake. And it is, for God's sake, you're raising these children. Okay. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate, whether you go out or stay in. Perhaps you could invite some good friends round and host your own fairy-themed party. What if that's the invite now? No. Or even a fairy ball. Oh my! Oh, the first dance. See, divine masculine, divine feminine. What's she dressed like? Even when times are challenging, there's always something to celebrate. You don't need an official reason. Just being alive is more than worthy cause for a celebration. Dance, rejoice and celebrate life in all its magical glory. Oh, we've got a headache though. I can't go to the ball because I've got a headache. It's like, seriously, snap out of that. Who gives you that headache? Fairies are excellent. Oh no, I've missed loads. Okay, sorry. Do you have a birthday soon? Or is there a special anniversary coming up that may have slipped your mind? Not that I can think of. Always make sure you keep a diary to mark down special occasions so you never have to miss a thing. And have your party clothes ready just in case you receive an unexpected invitation. It's good to be spontaneous, as that's where there's always an extra sprinkling of fairy dust and magic. Fairies are excellent at celebrating. They find the fun even in little things and need no excuse for a party. The energy of celebration is around you right now. You're working on it. You're keeping it all a secret, but inside you know you're going to do this. When? I don't know, it's just, you're at that breaking point. You're on the brink. Okay. Well, I'm not going to stay on. We're going to have a look at the power of love. I was going to say, I'm not going to stay on for like a real long time. How long have I been on for? Okay, 43. That's what they're coming out at. I think that was 43, 43, it said, I believe. Okay. That went quickly today, didn't it? I thought so. The power of love. Commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. By trusting, respecting and loving all that you are, you broadcast your clear readiness to do the work necessary to manifest your intentions. When you can come from a place of strong commitment and combine that with a strong sense of self, it sends a precise message to the universe that you are engaged and ready for lessons. In this way, you are also developing faith in yourself as you move closer to manifestation. There will always be others questioning your priorities, aren't they just? Bless them, with the understanding that your commitment is to you only. No one else is meant to understand it, for it is truly your personal journey of self-discovery and healing. Never concern yourself with what others might think of you, for your light is different, and perhaps you will now ignite someone else's devotion to follow their soul's calling. You stand out from a crowd with your ability to clearly commit to what you want, enabling your wishes and desires to manifest quickly. As soon as you decide to find masculine, they're manifested. Commitment. Let's end on a rune. No, let's end on a journey of love. Let's end on a journey of love. Ooh. Okay, do you want to have a look at a heal yourself card though before I go? Seeing as a journey of love message is short and sweet. Okay. Let's do a heal yourself first. Doesn't that just remind you of like old-fashioned wallpaper? Back in the day. I imagine it feel like a bit velvety. Okay, well that's where it took me to. Okay, let's have a look at what Heal Yourself reading card wants to come out. See whether it has some awesome guidance for you with what's going on. It's like no one can really tell you what to do, including this one. People can encourage you. Depends what path they're encouraging you down. Okay. Are they encouraging you to be a failure or a success? Hey Lily. I don't know how long she's been sitting in that chair for. Sexual arts. Shall we talk about this? Card number 33. Now that 33 is Christ consciousness. You know what you desire. It's straight away. There's love, there's sex. There is the romance, the passion that's wanting to be shown, felt. 33, sexual arts. Comes after the phoenix rising. Bring more light into your sexuality. Keeping sexuality alive is an art form very few people truly understand. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? It's important that you ask yourself this. I was touching on this when I done the sexual desires reading. Last week, was it? Okay. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sex energy only occurs when there is sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. And I spoke about that with like the role really of with the divine masculine, divine feminine. They know their spot, okay? They know their place. Divine feminine is a divine feminine and divine masculine is a divine masculine, okay? Let me just reread that. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision making, trying to bring everything to closure and consciousness itself. So divine masculine, is that how you're living? Are you allowed to live that way? Because your role is unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision making, trying to bring everything to closure, and consciousness itself. Now the feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, mother nature, and emotions. Do not buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. Sexual polarity is an art that takes practice. It can be so subtle and last a lifetime if you are constantly reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. Into positions now then. Action. Feminine essence people. Instead of directly telling your masculine partner what you want, as this tends to kill polarity, invite him into action through expressing your feelings. Your speech could be erotic and enticing instead of functional and effective. Efficient. It's like it doesn't work on you, does it, divine masculine? It's not very feminine, is it, to be bossed around? Okay, so feminine essence people. Instead of directly telling your masculine partner what you want, as this tends to kill polarity, invite him into action through expressing your feelings. Your speech could be erotic and enticing instead of functional and efficient. Let him know how you're feeling and let him be inspired to direct you there. Okay, masculine essence people. Your greatest gift is constant presence. No matter what your feminine partner is feeling or doing, constantly penetrate her display and see the light that is shining for you. The feminine may come to you like a slap to the face or your favourite kiss. Stay with her energy so the feminine knows that no matter what she's feeling, you are there. Divine masculine, your divine feminine very much feels that you are by her side. She knows her place and she knows that you're going to find yours. That's called faith. Actually, that's just a knowing. So the divine feminine can very much feel your presence with her. Okay? Woo! So it's getting exciting. It's like, not for some. You're going to have to like direct this and bring some closure to some situations here. Journey of love. I'm going. That was an awesome card, wasn't it? Oh, look. Just feel this other partner, she's Queen of Swords, she's just too masculine. It's really not your cup of tea. It's not what you're looking for. Okay. That was really good information, wasn't it? Guidance, advice. Learn something new every day. You got your rings of time. Okay, card number 44. Let's see what this message is, and I shall get off. Divine timing is granted to us as a gift. Sometimes if we want to be further ahead than where we are, that gift can seem like a restriction rather than a generous holding. Much like traffic that moves systematically so that not only one car but many can reach their destination according to a greater harmony and alignment, we are like individual cars that must sometimes accept red lights and at other times can flow swiftly through many green lights. I've noticed when I'm on the road lately, all green lights. It's like, this is amazing, man. I'm not even having to put my foot on the brake or really having to change gear. It's like, oh, we're just going, like, seriously, they're all just red lights. No, green lights. Green lights. They turn red just after I go. Seriously, and most of the time I think, are you seriously waiting for me? And they're like, yes. And it stays green for like quite a while because I can see it's like, oh, that's been green too long, that's going to change. Yeah, once I've gone through. So, lots of green lights this end. Okay, the red lights kind of come after me. The red lights come after me, seriously. Okay. We are like individual cars that must sometimes accept red lights and at other times can flow swiftly through many green lights. It is just this way this systematic flow of divine energy through human manifestation. Your spiritual maturation is happening perfectly. There is no need to bother yourself about timing. When doors open, walk through. When there appear to be no such openings, rest and reflect. The rings of time serve you, beloved. This oracle brings you a message that the divine is completely responsible for the timing. Well, someone's taking responsibility for something. Okay, divine is all right. Listen up now. This oracle brings you a message that the divine is completely responsible for the timing of every event, opportunity and happening of grace in your life. All you need do is live your life. Everything else is taken care of for you now. This applies to all of your plans and the unfolding of all of your relationships. Let all breathe and let the divine happen as it will. Let's finish on this poem. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm in our eyes. Oh, there's no denying this love connection from anyone, not when the counterparts are together. It's written all over their face. Guys, have yourself a fantastic Thursday, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care, much love. Bye for now.